Okay guys, JH, welcome back. Alright, somebody was asking me last week about what do I have as a transition thought in the golf swing. It's not so much a thought, guys. Well, I suppose it is a thought because I've got to create a feeling and I have to have a thought process to create the feeling. But for me, guys, all it really is what I term to start is just a squat. When I get to the top of the swing here, I just want to feel that. I just want to squat and then pivot. So it's here, squat. And that squat makes this happen. When I get to here, that just gets the golf club going back and loading. The squat creates the load. And if you can get the squat, it's feeling the absolute first part of the downswing, then your hands will be a secondary action. They won't activate themselves early and the club won't cast itself outwards. So it's basically this, guys. And following on from the the pivot release, it's just I take it back and I just, okay, that's exaggerated. That's a good shot. That's exaggerated. See how much I got into my knees there? But there's nothing wrong with that. Guys like Sneed. Sneed did it on the top of the swing, but Sneed did that. Sneed went bow-legged here. And if you can do that, nothing wrong with that. Just feel like you're going to be a little bit bow-legged on the downswing. And nobody had a better transition than Samuel. Nobody. Like nobody. So if you can actually just feel like your first movement, your first transition movement in the downswing is just, we're going vertically down. We're just sitting into the shot. We're sitting vertically down. Okay, that's really sitting into the leg. That's very Mo Normanish. But if you can do that initially to get the feeling, and then you can back that amount of squat or sort of soggy knees off to a degree. But that will give you the feeling. But that's what I feel. See, I'm still, when I'm hitting a good, guys, I like to have my lead knee bent at impact in any conventional swing or channel lock or anything. To me, I just feel that when the lead knee is bent a little bit at impact, it just gives you, I don't know, it just keeps you down to the ball and gives you great stability. This is test you here, guys, hitting out of this wet grass and into this wind. This is tough. All right, so this is it. The momentum, we push the club back. We push it back with the chest. Push it back. Whoa! Whoa, it's almost like the club is in a vice there and we push. And then it pops out of the vice and goes out of the vice and then loads itself. I don't like to take the club back like that, guys. Because the load's too early for me then. I like to have a late load. Okay, we're going to just push it back and transition into the legs. We've got to get that shot tracer hooked up to this camera. To see that ball fly the way it is with that ripping across wind, amazing. But I just feel like I'm sitting into those legs, guys. That's what starts my transition. I get down into my legs to start with, and I feel the weight very much into my butt. Now, another way is at the start of the swing, you can just feel the butt go that way. Just feel like you're getting onto the bar stool. to start the downswing. Get onto the bar stool. Sit more heavily onto the bar stool. I like the pivot release, guys. I'll push it back, Jace. See, the good thing about having your legs stable through the shot is that it stops your hips spinning out. You don't have to spin your hips. Your arms are things that create the speed to hit the ball, not your hips. It's the arms. Push it back. That's as good as old JH can hit it. Can't hit it better than that. And you hear me say that a lot, but I cannot hit the ball better than that. But see, guys, this is conventional stuff, but see, I've got the ball centered. I haven't got it up here. If you wanted to hit up on the ball, play it up there. Now, you wouldn't want to hit up on the ball into this wind, but I will. Look, see where that ball is? Look. Now, that's unbelievable. Now, that's extraordinary. That's gone further, and it's gone 50 feet higher than those other shots. It's gone further than those shots, and it's gone so much higher into the wind. You know why? Because the up hit creates more velocity. So you can still pivot, release, and hit up. No trouble. I mean, that just flew straight over the top of those posts there, and the other 5 irons weren't getting to the post. Pivot, release it. There's another one. The amazing thing about pivot release, about hitting up, guys, how straight the ball goes. So you can play the ball up front if you want to. If I want to hit a high shot, that's what I do. And look at that, that's right up on the lead foot. Pivot release. Ball just goes dead straight, and I mean dead straight. So I'm sitting down, I'm playing the ball up front, pivot release, and sitting down. That's as good as old JH can hit it. That's as good as old JH can hit the ball. Beautiful shot. A little bit of a top spinner there because it's out of wet grass, but beautiful strike. And you get the wet grass on the face of the club. All right, I'll hit a moon ball, but with a pivot release, moon ball, very high shot, pivot release, ball up front, and hit up, but still with a pivot release. So you can play it up or you can play it back. That's a perfect goal shot. Perfect goal shot. Okay, guys, so for me the transition is feeling either a movement that way, backwards, the buttocks just go there, or just sink into your knees. All right, I'll do a real soft, leggy transition from normal ball position. It's amazing. With the high ball and the low ball, it goes the same distance into the wind. Amazing. That's just the medium flight. Now guys, when you're doing that pivot release here, feel the handle comes across here when you're hitting it. We don't want the club going in here. We just want the handle moving in here. See the face is still square? All right, Jace, come on, put a good one on. Now talking about the transition and sitting into the knees, it's making me do it. I'm just doing it. I'm overdoing it, but it feels great. Very Mo Normanish. Right there. Very Mo Normanish. Come on, big pivot release change. That's the best shot today. That's the best shot today. I hope you could hear that. That's just exquisite contact. Now, if I want to hit it hard, I'm a person that really does use all the clubs in the bag. So if I want to hit this 5-iron, normally if I carry 5-iron about 165 metres, or about 170, but if I want to hit it 180, what do I do? For some reason I want to hit it 180. Want to hit it higher or put more spin or whatever. Guys, I just pivot release harder. I don't hit it harder with my hands, I just get this belly button tracking harder. You watch how hard this release is. Only got to hear that to know how hard I hit that. But that's got nothing to do with the hands. The hands are totally passive. Completely passive. It's just the pivot is quicker. That's all I do. I just turn the belly button quicker and have more connection in my arms to my chest. I never lose that connection. Don't lose the connection. That's the best shot of the day, that one. Wow. Okay guys, so that's about transition. For me, first thing from the top of the swing, I just feel like I sit into my knees or push my butt back a little bit. Get my weight onto my heels. That's probably the best way. I just try and get into my heels to transition. I don't want to fire forward. Okay guys, that's just a little tip on transitioning.